Hey guys, what's going on? Tats Deej here with another episode of Battling Depression. And for those of you that are new to the channel or new to this segment, what this is this is my attempt to try and give something back to those men or women who may be dealing with some kind of depression. I've dealt with depression off and on over the years. The most severe of it was about 4 or 5 years ago, and through the help of friends, through the help of doctors, and through the help of a bit of soul searching, I was able to overcome that. And now I'm doing this video series to try and give something back. And maybe you know somebody who's going through depression, and if they are, show them this video. You know, I'm somebody who's got a bit of experience. I'm not a therapist, I'm not a doctor, but I am somebody who understands and gets it, and I'm trying to give something back. In the past episodes, I've talked about a few different things: what's caused your depression, identifying your depression, admitting that you're depressed, and admitting to, that you need help and that you can't do it alone, as well as giving you some strategies to try and help you overcome and get over that hump and move on to the next stage of your life. Today, I'd like to talk about something just a little bit different, and that is letting go of the demons. Everybody who goes through depression in their life has some point in life where they zigged instead of zagged, went right instead of going left. They have that one decision that they made that it eats at them and it gnaws at them, whether it be a failed marriage, whether it be a job that they lost, maybe it's a friend that they got on bad terms with and they were never able to recover it. All of these things eat at you over time, and if this is something that you're sitting there dwelling on now, you've got to try and find a way to reconcile that and move past it. There's no way that you can move forward into your bright future if you're still clinging on to those things that are weighing you down from your past. Maybe you had a failed marriage. Maybe you sit around and you're depressed and all you do is pine and think, what did I do wrong? Where did I go wrong? What did I do this? Maybe in certain circumstances it wasn't your fault. Some marriages just end. People drift apart. They go one way, they go another way, and the way they cared about each other when they got married isn't the way that they care about each other now. And I'm not speaking in terms of people who got into a physical altercation, people who've been cheated on, things like that. Those were entirely separate issues, and even in those issues you can kind of sit there and question, he cheated on me, she cheated on me, what did I do wrong? Well, it's not necessarily what you did wrong, and you can't keep holding on to that. At some point you've got to look in the mirror and say, you know what, I did the best I could. I did all I could, and I gave everything that I had. It's time for me to move forward, and you need to reconcile that within yourself. In the case of, like, say, a lost employment, there's a lot of people, especially in the United States, that are losing jobs, and it's affecting them financially, and financial depression is probably one of the worst. I know that's one of the ones that I went through. Suffering the loss of a job is probably one of the most traumatic things I've ever had to go through in my life. And there was a period in time where I sat around, I'm like, God, I gave them everything that I had. What did I do wrong? And I can assure you that in my case, it wasn't necessarily anything that I did wrong. It was a series of mistakes made by a series of people that led to an ultimate decision to let me go. It took me a long time to reconcile the fact that it wasn't my fault and to forgive myself for that. And that's the key word: forgiveness. You have to learn to forgive yourself for the things that you may or may not have even done in the past. And that's the more important thing. A lot of people blame themselves for things they didn't do wrong, and you can't hold on to that. You have to cut it off, you have to let it go, and you have to forgive. As I said before, you have a bright future waiting for you. You have to let go of the past in order to grab that future and move forward into it with any amount of peace and any amount of harmony. I'm Tats Deej. I want to thank you for watching as always, and if you ever have any questions, you can reach me here. You can reach me on Facebook. There's a Tats Deej Facebook page. I'm on Twitter. Shoot me a message. Send me, if you have a question, something you want me to answer, you want somebody to talk to, just somebody to bounce something off of. I'm easy to get a hold of. I usually answer pretty quickly. And for those of you that want to watch some of the other episodes, I'll post the links here in the annotations. Pick one, go and watch them. I think they're a great series. If you know somebody who's going through this, please share it. I love you guys as always. And I'm out.